Sheriff Chitwood, man, this is an innovative law enforcement guy. But on top of that, we have conversations about prevention services, intervention services. But you know the other two topics that we shy away from, Doc?
What?
The conversation about?
Personal responsibility is one of them.
Parental responsibility, but also
exactly.
Greg is gonna rattle off some stats about the mass shootings that took place over the course from January 1 to present, but the ones that took place over the weekend. But even beyond that, Doc, the conversation about enforcement and prosecution.
But I want to go back, and I hear you. I want to go back to what Greg said, because he's making an excellent point. It's very critical that we develop an accountability system for these parents who are the first ones who are failing these kids.
You're right.
Why do they continue to put the onus on society to correct and deal with the problem? Because last time I checked, ain't none of them called me and asked me should they have sex and have kids. That's the reality of it. We think about this. We're being penalized because other people can't manage their lives. And I always tell clients, the reason that you come to counseling is because you're in a place where you cannot manage this aspect of your life. And there are many people out there who face that. And we got to stop, there's an accountability for law enforcement, but my God, we're asking them to do way too much.
Accountability needs to be across the board, man. From a community perspective.
We can't keep pointing the finger at law enforcement. We can't keep pointing at DCF, okay? I'm saying that DCF does have a systemic problem of failing these kids once they have custody. That's been proven. There are numerous horror stories on that.
Hey, Doc, don't we have a clip with Sheriff Chitwood in it?
Yeah, let me go ahead and throw that up and take a listen to what he says.
I guess I want to start by saying that we're really lucky tonight in Central Florida. Earlier this evening, an FDLE agent was ambushed and was almost killed. He was shot in the face. And now several hours later, here we are out at this location where a 12-year-old and a 14-year-old decided to take on deputies tonight. This all begins at around 5 o'clock tonight when one of our juvenile homes, which is a complete failure and disgrace to the juvenile justice system in the state of Florida, a place called Fumsh, a 12-year-old who is a severe diabetic who has to have insulin every 4 hours runs away. And he runs away with a 14-year-old. That 14-year-old that he runs away with, you may remember, over the last year or so, stole a bunch of puppies, gets put into a halfway house in Flagler County, burns the home down. So what do? They send her to Volusia County because the juvenile justice system works so well here in the state of Florida.